What is up, guys? It is Sunday, and it is a big day for the NBA because we got our first game 7 getting ready to tip off, actually, as I put this quick video together. Orlando Magic at Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a toss up to me. I wouldn't be surprised if Orlando pulled that out, but yes, you got to favor the Cavaliers. I want to really discuss the other three series that are now getting started in the second round, and I want to share my thoughts, of course. Been doing some watching on my TV with my trustworthy remote control, of course. Very important, especially you have a long day at work. You got to do something here to reward yourself and watch some nice, entertaining NBA basketball. So if you do have a moment, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you like the content of this particular video, feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, that would mean a lot to me, and I would appreciate that. So the one series, let's just get started. As far as level of interest, there's really, I'm interested in every series, to be honest with you, but I'll kind of go in order based on my level of interest as far as what I'll be focusing in on the most. I'm not counting Celtics against either Magic or Cleveland Cavaliers, but let's just get started with the first one, which is Dallas Mavericks, number 5 seed, playing against the number 1 seed in the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Guys, believe me when I can tell you here real quick that this series can go either way. This really could, and Dallas can cause a lot of headaches for the Thunder, in my humble opinion, in this series. Mainly because they are better and bigger down low. They're a little bit more physical. They're a relatively physical team against anyone, really. They've made some improvements, big improvements with their roster, 24-9 down the stretch since the trade deadline. Kyrie is playing amazing. Luka's always amazing. Hasn't been quite himself from the perimeter from what I've seen as of late. Comes to Oklahoma City, there's a lot of good to talk of there and to speak about there. I will definitely admit that. They're not the number 1 seed by mistake. That's for sure. They're a very good defensive team. They're a very young team. And it's SGA time, right? That he's the man. He's the star of this team, and he leads them. A lot of athletic, as they say, athleticism. I remember when a long time ago that was like barely a word. People almost challenged that was a word. I guess I still kind of do, athleticism. But the Thunder are obviously a very good team, and I mentioned very good defensive team, as I just mentioned, but also a very good shooting team, excellent from the perimeter. Where they're not that great is on the interior. They're just not. They're not a great rebounding team, and that is where the Mavericks could really make some moves here and cause some destruction to the flow of Oklahoma City. I'm going to pick in 7 the Dallas Mavericks to win a Game 7 on the road. I think they can win this series. Let me know what you think on that one. Next up, we have Indiana Pacers, number 6 seed in the East against number 2 seed New York Knicks. I respect the Knicks. Brunson has been amazing. Brunson has been absolutely amazing with these Jordan-esque performances, really. Should I go that far? Bernard King-like performances. I know he plays a different position, but still. But the one thing that is always in the back of my mind with the New York Knicks right now is when you don't have Julius Randle, you don't have Julius Randle. They're doing it without him, and he's a tremendous talent, tremendous part of this team, and the Pacers will give them a run, and I think a very good run in this series, to the point where I'm pretty much undecided almost on who. I think this is a toss-up. I think this series is a toss-up. Halliburton is fantastic at the guard position. Indiana underrated on the boards. We know the Knicks are tough on the interior. They're very tough on the interior. Interior, excuse me. Thibodeau is amazing coach. He gets the most out of his guys. I mean, he arguably is the best coach in the NBA. You can make that argument if you want. So I'm going to say toss up. I think this really can go either way, guys. Because I would say Brunson continues his great play. But even if he does, will that be enough? And if he doesn't, the Knicks, like if he has a couple of off games, the Knicks might be in trouble here. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. So, again, let me know what you think on that series. And then the final series to discuss, they've already played game one, and that is the number 2 seed Denver Nuggets against the number 3 seed Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves taking game one in Denver. I did watch much of that, especially in the second half. The Timberwolves had the body language, the energy. They just looked a little more crisp and lively. And a lot of times you're going to get that with an underdog team in game one, that they want to take that game. They want to get that game. And they're of course you want to take every game, but they're extra motivated, extra excited to be part of it. Timberwolves look tough. I'm still going to take the Nuggets. How about Nuggets in 7 in this one? But I say it with a little bit of uncertainty because what I saw with the transition defense, Minnesota was doing a really good job getting back on defense, playing smart. Towns is going to cause problems, I think. So there's a lot there to pick apart and to take apart. We know the Joker is going to be himself, and he's going to do what he needs to do. Jamal Murray is, in my opinion, one of the more clutch players in the league. This guy comes up big time and time again in clutch situations. So I have not lost my confidence in the Nuggets, but I've also gained needed respect for the Timberwolves and what they're all about and what they can do when they are just laser focused. And again, their energy, their tenacity was tough to match. It just was. It was tough to match in game one for the Denver Nuggets. So I want to hear what you have to think about all this. And yes, Boston will be favored against either Cleveland or Orlando. Many, or those that I've spoken to just on my own, regular NBA fans, think that Cavaliers would match up better against Boston. I kind of think almost like Orlando, Banchero's really good. Orlando would match up, I think, just as well with the mighty Boston Celtics. But let's see how all that plays out. Yes, Celtics, of course, will be favored against either of those two teams, Cleveland or Orlando. So let me know what you think again. Go ahead, leave me a comment. I will talk to you soon, guys. Enjoy this NBA playoff action, and bye for now.